and I graciously welcome you all back for another chapter of Harry Potter and the Overdone Plot Devices by Citygirl1116. Chapter 4. Wow, you guys are too kind. This is ridiculously stupid stuff, but it's a way for me to get all the sarcasm out so it doesn't come out at work and get me fired. Excuse me for a moment. Sorry. For this chapter, all anger should be directed at people who try to get on the elevator before the other people get off. I used the word sexy 13 times in this chapter, out of only 945 words. But I think many times the teenage authors, with all their raging hormones, get a little carried away with describing how attractive everyone is, which is what I was trying to capture. Chapter 4, in which everyone is very sexy. Mary Sue has slipped into a plot hole to spend some time figuring out her complicated familial relationships and figuring out who she actually can shag without it being twisted and or illegal. Hermione has emerged from the library and Ginny has joined the story. Readers accept this because they understand from the title that it's a time turner fic, and there have to be female canon characters for a relationship, and no one can fall in love with Lily Evans because she's Harry's mum and therefore good and pure. Over the summer, they have both suddenly become really beautiful and incredibly sexy, despite being only 15 and 16 years old. They look like Victoria's Secret models and dress like it too, since apparently Hogwarts dress code is relaxed if you're well endowed. Hermione has a time turner despite the fact that she gave it back 3 years ago. They enter the classroom. Author conveniently forgets Ginny is a year younger and so does not share classes with them. Hey, Hermione, let me see your time turner for no reason, Ron asks. No, yes, no. They begin a heavily staged tug-of-war over it. Gee, I hope they don't accidentally break it and send us all back in time to your parents' school days, Ginny says in an aside to Harry. Readers wonder if that is supposed to be more clever and subtle foreshadowing. Suddenly, Ron and Hermione drop the time turner, gasp, and they are sucked into a swirly-whirly vortex of contrived time travel descriptions. When they all recover from their dizziness, they are still at Hogwarts. But it looks different. Oh, where could they be? Readers are quivering with anticipation. Okay, not really. Readers are rolling their eyes because they've seen it so many times. Coincidentally, they have landed right in front of 4 boys who are completely unconcerned by the fact that 4 people have just appeared in front of them. Oi, Prongs, look, girls, says one of them. Readers know this must be serious because in the fanfiction world he's a sex god who will shag anything that moves and some things that don't. Harry, Ron, Hermione and Ginny get up and brush off their robes and look at the 4 boys they have just landed in front of. One of them is very sexy and has messy hair and glasses, but not the geeky sort of glasses, and damn sexy, but not the geeky sort of glasses, the damn sexy sort of glasses, and is very muscular. Hey, one of them points to Harry. You look just like James, except you have green eyes and are slightly disfigured. Although this ought to be quite shocking, they are not at all concerned, and it's not mentioned again. Author really wants to get back to describing the Marauders and in all their delicious sexiness. There was another boy who had black hair and eyes and was really hot. Extremely sexy. Damn was he ever hot. Author does not have a very large vocabulary and is having trouble expressing herself here. The third boy had brown hair and eyes and looked very tired and smart, but in a very sexy sort of way. And the last one was not hot or sexy at all, but short and chubby and decidedly unattractive, because we all know what he's going to do in the future and hate him for it, that slimy little traitor. The author doesn't like him, so he disappears. Now, everyone is standing around and admiring how extremely attractive they all are. So, where did you all come from? This is asked by Remus, who is a smart one, though still very sexy, and knows people who don't often appear out of thin air. We're new, says Hermione, who is also very smart and just figured out what has happened. I'm Hermione Granger. This is Ron and Ginny and Harry. Harry. They all seem to accept this explanation, even though there are too many holes in it to be listed here. I'm James Potter. This is Sirius Black and Remus Lupin, and, looks around for Peter. That's it. Wow, we went back in time. Ron has just figured it out, and the author thought she would state it explicitly for her very dim readers. A very beautiful and sexy girl with red hair comes up. She is accompanied by two other perfect girls who look strangely like idealized versions of the author and her best friend. I'm Lily Evans, and these are my two friends who, despite our living in the late 70s, have ridiculously trendy names. I hate you, Potter. I hate you too. James suddenly looks confused. No, wait. I love you. I love you too. They snog. Other characters talk amongst themselves, examine their manicures, whip out small pocket mirrors to make sure they're still hot. I hate you, Potter. Lily slaps him and walks away in a huff. The ridiculously trendy name girls giggle and wave at Sirius and Remus before following. Hermione is hesitant to mention something logical. Maybe since we've time travelled and all, we should go see Dumbledore. But doesn't anyone want to shag me first? Demands Sirius in, altogether now, a very sexy way. And in next chapter, Dumbledore is very wise. I do like this story. I'll see you in the next